What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good day. If you are a die-hard viewer of the channel, then you'll have probably realised that I haven't posted a video for about 2 weeks, about 2 weeks. And that is because I've had a pretty bad 2 weeks, actually. First of all, the main bad thing was that my speakers kind of broke. It wasn't actually the speakers, it was the massive stereo box that I've got under them. So if I do a video on Logic, next video or something, basically my TV screen's a lot lower down and you'll see that there isn't a massive box there. So that's really annoyed me because I basically can't listen to music on speakers. That means that the turntables are out. Also, the record player's kind of out. And I've basically been thinking of, first of all, things that I can do on Logic, even though I know you guys don't really watch the Logic videos sometimes. You're more focused on the MPC kind of stuff. And then, obviously, I've been figuring out how to do MPC stuff. I'm a bit stuck for new beats because, obviously, that record player's kind of a bit... Well, I can't really use it, to be honest, without speakers. So this is just a beat that I made about 3 weeks ago before my speakers broke. Today, what I've got going on is... I mean, it's a fairly simple beat, to be honest. But I think it's just quite catchy. I'll just talk you through. So I started off with these drums. And if you can figure out where the drum break comes from, I mean, that's quite impressive. Because you'd have to actually... you'd have to know who this guy is. So, yeah, I'll just play the drum break. So it then does that kind of fill, and the slightly annoying thing about that fill is, obviously on the MPC, I have no idea what the tempo of that is. And also the clock on the MPC isn't exactly the best in the world compared to computers and stuff. So what I've done is basically just played it over and over again, that bar, and then tried to put in a bit of a fill myself. So I've just gone 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then the fill kind of like that. So it all kind of lines up and keeps it interesting because the last snare is a bit offset. But yeah, I played that in, and that took me, to be honest, I remember like an hour to just get 4 bars of drums in. Yeah, I've got a massive filter on the sample. So 28. The slider on this has started to go. Look at that. It trips. It's taken me that long to pull it from 28 to 100. And I've put a massive kind of chorus phaser on that to make it kind of just a bit more interesting. And I quite like how the ooh at the very end kind of comes in and then immediately cuts off when you go back to the thing. Start at the bar. Right, I'm going to put in 28 with the numbers here. So I just basically low passed it to leave space for some stuff that I'd put on top. So this is how it sounds like. Now, obviously, with all the MPC stuff, I whack up the resonance to 100 to basically resonate it. This is what the main basis of the beat actually sounds like. Alright, wrong channel. It's literally just that 2-bar loop played over again. So there we go, that's where I put that drum fill in. And then also what I've got is I got this sample from another song. And it's kind of just like this guy shouting that keeps rising up. So what have I done actually? I'll just show you on the tracks, I can't remember how I did it. But basically, it's just very quiet and it just adds an extra element. And it's kind of out of time. If you're listening with headphones or speakers, I'm jealous because I don't have any speakers. But if you are and not on a phone thing, you might be able to hear that. It's a bit hard to hear, but obviously I'm wearing headphones. So this is basically the main basis of the beat. And I quite like it how the drums obviously sound a lot more clean because I've muddied up, chorused up the bass of the sample and put a massive low pass. So then pretty much, I mean, that is literally it. I've obviously got horns on because I like putting on horns. you know, and I've just put them at the start of everything and stuff, like that. And then what else have I done? I think there comes in a fill, like 2, 3. Yeah, like that. And then another thing I did with a war sample, literally one of the first samples that I got off a record in 2020 when I actually bought this, because I'd heard other people use it, is I tried to do that kind of the summer nights thing, the Earth, Wind and Fire, I'm pretty sure it is. You know that thing where the synth just keeps on rising up and up every octave. So what I did was basically I got the sample, and I've pitched it down 12 semitones, 0 semitones, and up 12 semitones. So we've got like -1 octave, normal octave, +1 octave. And I've basically just gone throughout the whole thing. And obviously it does get kind of annoying after a while, but if I was to make it into a proper song and mix it, I'd definitely like chill it out a bit more, you know what I mean? So this is basically what the entire beat sounds like. Then we come again. And it kind of I think it sounds alright. But obviously that does get a bit annoying, so you have to turn it off. And then we're fine, into a more chilled out. Obviously the problem with not putting your drums on individual channels, because I've used an entire break, is you can't do that thing where, you know how I like to like cut at the snare, like let it hang, drop it back in, kind of stuff. You can't do that. But I mean, to be honest, that's the beat. Yeah, I mean, I've literally got nothing else to show you because obviously my speaker's broken, and I'm very annoyed about that. But I have been working on some stuff that I might show you in a bit. I've been working on some stuff with Brownie that I'll probably show you in the next video because there's something to lead on from that. And yeah, well, tell me what you thought of the comments. Let me know if you know who that breaks by, and also what you think of like the whole, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire using actual samples rather than a synth, because it does sound a bit odd because obviously you've got the entire rest of their song underneath that. If you enjoyed the video with the beat, then definitely like and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.